My name is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel once again. The fragrance we're going to talk about today is, let's get him turned around here, Gisada Ambassador Men. Let me see, make sure you can see the label here. Of course, we're going to do a deep dive and all first impression into the fragrance right after the intro. Welcome back. And once again, I want to thank you again for dropping by my channel, and I hope to see you again in future episodes to come. If you find any value in the information offered, please consider subscribing to the channel and also hit that like button so that the algorithm will help push the video out and so that you don't miss any future episodes. Let's talk about Gisada. Okay, the main accords in Gisada are fruity, tropical, sweet, woody, warm, spicy, vanilla, fresh, spicy, aromatic, amber, and citrus. Let's see what it's got to say about this particular fragrance. Gets a 4.3 out of 5 with 2,375 votes. It says Ambassador Man by Gisada is a woody aromatic fragrance for men that was launched in 2019. Then it gets into the nose behind it, and then we get into the notes that are actually in the fragrance. It has top notes of green mandarin, apple, cardamom, violet, and the mid notes are mango, black pepper, lavender, patchouli, and peony, and the base notes are vanilla, amber, teakwood, vetiver, and moss. And people seem to like this particular fragrance. Let's see what they got to say real quick. It says, good performance, long lasting. This person said 12 hours. Pleasant with a mass appeal, tropical touch, sweet and peppery, sexy, tempting fragrance, well balanced. And then the cons are, said it's slightly flamboyant. Says meaning it's a little bit over the top. Synthetic opening, fruity notes become overwhelming over time. And then it goes to unbalanced and it's high price and whatnot. And somebody that said that it smelled like bug spray when it's new.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know about all that. We're going to go ahead and get them sprayed, see what's what. All right, here we go with the bottle of whatnot. Glass bottle whatnot, see-through. Has a brownish type of liquid inside of it. The cap, it's magnetic. It's not strong enough, I don't think, to hold the bottle, but it is a pretty good magnetic cap. And it's made of some type of plastic. Let's get it to the side. Let's get them sprayed and see what's going on with them. All right, let's bring him down a little bit. This particular one, ooh. I'm gonna be, I gotta be honest. This was going at it already. It's kicking up dust, as I always say. Ooh, this particular is kind of, got some power to it. Now I'm gonna tell you right off the top, you're gonna get that apple, cardamom, violet type of deal going on right off the top with some orange in it. The orange is kind of light, that's just kind of rounded off. I think the orange kind of what comes off as giving it a crispness. But that apple cardamom with that violet is definitely like, whoom, as soon as you spray it, that's the first thing you're gonna get off top. This particular, that orange is, that orange is getting kind of sweet. I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't like when I first sprayed it, very first few seconds, I didn't catch it like that. But there's a sweetness on top of this that when it's right up next to your nose, you don't really get that. It's more stronger. But the sweetness around about this area here, it's got a real nice sweetness over the top. And as it dries, like I said, as it's coming on into itself, That orange and apple is mixing real well. And now we got some mango. It's like a mixture of all these fruits going together. That's really what I'm picking up. But I don't know, that mango apple is just kind of just getting it done. I'm gonna tell you, this one right here kind of fooled me when I first got it because I didn't really get the fragrance at first because my nose is so used to freshies or whatnot. So I'm kind of brainwashed. But sometimes you have to open your brain up to other types of scents. But yeah, what you're gonna get, like I said, the green mandarin, mango apple, cardamom sitting right up on top. And it definitely has a floral in the back, not super heavy. I think that pepper is more heavier than the floral, but you can definitely pick up that black pepper up front. They say it's in the mid note, but I think this is right there with the mango, apple, orange type of deal. You get that pepper, lavender, whatnot. All of those fragrances are up front. It's not like this fragrance has to die back. I'm picking it up right off the top. I can tell you that now. Let me bring it from my nose. I don't want to get nose blind to it, and then we'll bring it back. Yep, this is a rich, heavy fragrance to me. It has definitely got a lot of thickness. Now, like I say, I don't even need to put it too close to my nose. This particular, it's got a lot of girth. This, to me, is a wintertime fragrance, maybe in the fall. I don't see you being able to pull us off in the heat of the summer. It's just too heavy. Too much oak moss, wood, amber type, just giving it that heaviness in the back. Now you do get a little bit of the vanilla going on in the back, but to me that's real light. It's still like a heavy, thick, syrupy type of mango, orange, apple, cardamom type mix with florals. It's almost like they're sitting right up under up under the fragrances as far as the citruses. You get a lot of that thickness. Now it does have, let me see what we got here. It's got lavender, which you definitely get a lot of lavender. Patchouli, a little bit, but not that much. Peony, I'm not for sure what that smells like. If I had to guess, it's probably in the rose family. I really don't get that. I get a lot of lavender, a lot of moss, vetiver type deal. I get a lot of that. But this is a hell of a fragrance. This particular one, I would not suggest overspraying it. This right here is a man of a fragrance. It's not something thin, cheaply made, whatnot, because that pepper, if it didn't have so much pepper in it, I think you probably could overspray it and probably push it on into when it gets to about 60 or 70 degrees. I think you could. But with this pepper lavender mix, it makes it a little too heavy. This could get cloying real quick if you overspray. I can tell you that right now. Because really, I'm getting to my nose, it's kind of making my own eyes water. This particular one, you don't need a whole lot of it. I can tell you that now. Even right here, I'm pretty much picking up everything I need to pick up. This particular one, I've worn maybe 2 or 3 times. My son has worn it more than me. I need to get with him on this one. But this particular one is, to me, is more like an outdoor type scent when you're going out, to the park or going to an outing and whatnot. This particular one, I think this is like a more dressed up type fragrance to me. This is more of something on the more of a unique side. This is definitely not a gym scent. It's too cloying. It can get too heavy once you start to sweat. But if you just walking around regular or whatnot, and you walking through the park or whatnot, or maybe going through the mall, something like that, I think it would be perfect for that, because as long as the person is not right on your skin or whatnot, this is a very pleasant scent. I'm sorry, I can't get my lips right tonight. But this one, like I said, it can get to be too much if you overspray it. On this one, I would say probably, if I'm wearing this in the wintertime, I would say you could pretty much get a little crazy. I would say 5 sprays to start. I wouldn't go any more than that, and I will see what it does on my skin when I go out. Because once you start moving around, especially wearing a jacket or small coat or whatnot, you're gonna start to perspire. That's when you can kind of tell if it's cloying. I'd put maybe 3 or 4 in the back. I wouldn't put but 1 in the front because it's kind of powerful. And if you wear some kind of coat or something, a lot of time I may put some on my hand. I don't rub it. I just get a couple of squirt, just so when I'm walking, I can kind of leave a little sillage depending on what I'm wearing and what I'm feeling at the time. But I would not go more than 5 good sprays to start. This is one you need to test it and see, what your tolerance level is and how it comes off on your particular chemistry. Once you put it on, to me, this is, for my skin, it's been an 8 to 12 hours. I can still smell it. I can still smell it strong at 6 to 8. And then after that, it kind of started to come closer to the skin. But in all honesty, I still had like a 1.5 to 2 foot sillage that was around me on this after 8 hours. I'm just being honest. And like I said, this is wintertime anyway, so it's not like you're gonna be running around playing basketball or something. This is not that type of scent. This is a medium wear to dress up. This particular, I don't think you should dress. This is not really a dress down where I'm gonna put some gym shorts on and go to the gym. This is not that type of scent. This is more on the elegant side. So just keep that in mind if you think this particular one is something that you'll like. But let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, and I'll see you at the next one.